To my channel. I really appreciate guys all the support you've been having lately. About to play some Vampyr. I still don't know how to say it. Please guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends about it. And don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. I'm gonna try to do just a little short one. Last thing I did was the Hippocratic Oath. I healed about 10 of the sickened vampire-ridden people in the game. But there's way more than that. The storyline is pretty intriguing and it's really dark. Obviously it has an undertone of the plague and such, but I'm trying to do everything without having to bite a human, because I am a vampire who's almost like a vegetarian, if you know what I'm saying. So technically, if I want to do it with a better outcome at the end of the game, I don't bite a human. Basically, that's all there is to it. And let's get in it. Yeah, the loading times are a little bit deep. Yes, I gotta upgrade my computer, guys. I gotta upgrade my computer. I know. SSD drive for the win. SSD drive for the win, definitely. Alright, I'm in the Pembroke Hospital. Oh, this stupid thing over here. Can't even deal with that. Alright. Just double check where I got it. Right. Yeah, and the controls are definitely clunky. What was it? Learn to succeed. Oh. I can do that, but let's reach. That's the main quest though. It's a little clunky because it's like the side quests are a little bit you gotta go basically like in the investigations and such. So short is essential, and it doesn't give you an idea like what's the level on it. Like, just tells you the mesmering level, like how much I can control them, but not the actual level that you should be at. He's still going with that, so I healed that guy. He doesn't need it, so succeeded. Find the local command post of the guard of Priven. Alright, let's switch quests. Let's do something like that. Let's see if it's not too far. Hopefully not too far. Make sure I filled up everything just in case. Refilled all. Controller really clunky. I don't know how to do this. That's it. Curfew's going on. 9 a.m. And so it's basically going through that gate, which was no, it's not the gate, but definitely going through that. I've never been able to do it because you can't be aggroed and go through there. And it's like progressively gets worse. Like it literally gets basically those guys level up. And that crap happens. Yeah. Yeah. And when you get stuck, you get stuck. Ain't nothing you can do. So. Because those guys originally were like level 5, level 6, you would think that you could be stronger than them because you leveled up. But what they do is they basically increase the level on them, so they progressively just tougher. You know, which is, you know, I don't know, neither here nor there. I could take one way higher than me, no problem, if I was just 1-on-1. 2-on-2. Oh my god. Come on. Come on, Holmes. And of course, you can't teleport if you're aggroed. And then they go back, they reset, and it's just bullcrap. Of course, you got a half stam, so.
I'll put it into you.
Yep. Oh, there's one down. I'm sure I got stamina, and I can work with this guy. Come on.
You're mine.
Basically, hit 2 and then run. If you try to do 3, that's when you get hit because they automatically gonna. No. Oh, you better freaking reset. Don't you dare reset, you little bastard. That's right. You going down. You crazy? No. See, the controls are really clunky. Really clunky controlled. Alright, so 2 should be 2 down. I know I gotta go that way, so I know I gotta go through that gate. And that was what I tried to do before and I could not do it. Alright. Wow, level 17. Wow. Oh my god, that sucks. And the claustrophobic angles are really bad when you're trying to dodge and maintain your stamina. Boy, it is crazy. Let me see if I go through the gate. Nah, I can't let you. It won't let you. That's right. So you want to do is just hack and slash, and that's ridiculous. 'Cause I don't like that.
Don't take a chance. I'll put it into you.
Come on, I had it. Freaking stamina. No stamina, but we gotta go at it because I don't care. We gotta go at it. So pissed. Alright. Good thing. Give me some loot, you know what I mean? that's there. Alright, did I pick up something better? Let me double check this because it's, yeah, it's very clunky. Uh-oh. Where's the rats? I need to get some blood here. Oh, no rats in here. So let me see what the heck is going on here. Alright. Okay, that's that and that. So what the heck did I just pick up? Not the same one. Machete, way too fast. Too fast. Less damage. The Dragon's Bane. Attack speed is 10. I need something just faster. That's what I have on. So you got, you need trigger parts, 2 more. Okay, I knew I was gonna miss something. Large box of pills. All right. Yeah, if you make the controls a little more fun and a little smoother, it would be. I have to give it literally a 9 out of 10. Definitely have to give it a 9 out of 10. Okay, the story is definitely mysterious, so this takes me. Oh. This is to see what's up with the, you know, the lady, you know, the lady who swears she's a vampire. I think this is one of my safe houses. Yeah, there was something here, but before, I remember I couldn't go through a certain door. It was over there. Okay.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I cannot enter.
Yeah, here is it. There was like 2 guys over here or something. Yeah, right through there. I'll try it out. There we go. There goes nothing. Just don't let him grab me. Don't do 3. Don't do 3. That's where they catch you. You get hit. Whoa, these angles are. Woo! Come on, give me some stamina. Give me some stamina. Alright, one down. Yep. That's how I lose the game. Eat the rat blood or drink the rat blood. Don't get that yet. Let's go over here. Petition letter. Bottle of alcohol, rusty box of pills. Think about it, okay, guys. Rusty box of pills. All right. Like a crack house? Interesting. Oh, the rats are all the way there downstairs. Dude, that's pretty wicked. Okay, that's to go out. I think that was that door that I couldn't open before. Cadogan's treasure. 200 shillings? What? And this note.
Is Braille.
Text in Braille.
I need someone who can read this.
Man, this game had a lot of potential, man. What's over here? Nothing, 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 nothing. Alright. This is that one I couldn't get to. Yep. No rats. Where's the rats? Where's the rats? We need them.
I have this thirst for blood.
Yeah, it's pretty gross, bro. It is pretty gross. It's pretty nasty, without a doubt. Yeah, that's right, Goo. Has so much potential, man. It has so much potential. I mean, I love the atmosphere. It's just, man, really clunky, real clunky. Thanks, Goo. Thank you. Hey, you too with your channel, man. Got some amazing videos. Ah. Yeah, the battle with the mechanics could have been better, true.
And you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
None of these. None of these hoes. Sorry. It literally doesn't tell you where to finish the quest, and that's a little So go to the chick. Okay. A lot of times you just gotta do is read. There she is. Trip yourself.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich.
Thank you, Goo. Appreciate it. Same, buddy. Same. Oh, about the men who were tracking you.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
There is no hunt, and nobody is searching for you. You're no threat to this hospital, and you have my word you are perfectly safe here.
Your lies demean you, Doctor. Do you really expect me to lower my guard? I know exactly who I am, and what I am dealing with.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities. Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
So wait a second. So now what is like?
Blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant
This
blood.
woman's tripping. Oh my god. That's okay.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
So there was nobody following her.
The daily routine.
There was
Symptoms
no
these
one
nurses.
following her.
Break with
None.
No respect.
Oh, this woman. I swear. All right. Nope. Don't want to talk to you either. Alright, let's see about this here. Because it's basically the side ones. Nope. Investigation. See, you got to literally, it's really clunky. Really clunky. No investigations over there. What's up with this guy? Healthy. Okay. You go upstairs, right? But bring the ingredients and formulate the medication. Okay. Which medication is it though? Formulate the medication. Bring it to the unit. Bring it a unit. 6 units for the start rate. Reach. Take me to the hospital. This is this one here. Black woman. Put an end to the black woman. Reach Whitechapel. Yes. Yes. So what is it they're trying to make? Obviously find someone that can do Braille. He's recovering. Pillar of humanity. And the docs. Yeah, the docs are all screwed up. So investigations. Did that already, but he still needs it. Headache for da. Okay. First, tartar 1 with potassium, and then sodium hypochlorite. Formulate them in the okay, but it doesn't tell you which one. Wow. Okay. It should say like a little area that says okay for quests, but it doesn't give you that. It's not that. It's not sodium. It says sodium. Okay, hypochlorite to your medical desk. Potassium, ferrous, potassium, and sodium. Ferrous, potassium. Ferrous, potassium, and sodium. Ferrous, potassium, and sodium. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go to the main quest. Oh, what's going on here? Definitely going to the main quest because this is ridiculous. So it'll probably reset everything. Hopefully not. You would think you'd be able to do that, but whatever. You would think you should be able to go through there, but no. It's almost like when it comes to is like almost like Thief. Remember Thief? Thief is like you couldn't go to a certain place. You had to go one whole different area so it will spawn you. That is suck. That is suck. Okay. Sure that I missed anything. Something here. You can't even go that way. So, you know, it looks like he would be here. Go through that, break through the alleyway. I mean, you go this way, but it's blocked off. Oh, there you go.
See them fancy clothes?
Shut your face.
Come on!
Yep, because I got no stam. Nam stam. Nam stam. Come on. The clunkiest freaking thing. No stam.
You're mine! You leeches be killing!
You got superhuman strength, bro. There's no blocking. There's nothing here. It's hack and slash.
Bloody monster!
Yeah, you did, but dang. There you go. I need one of those. Alright, where's those rats? Gotta be a bunch of rats everywhere. Okay. Okay. I hear something going on, but don't give me nothing, you bastard. Oh, okay.
This is despicable.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, but I needs it. Come on.
I have this thirst for
Yes.
blood.
Pretty disgusting, bro. Pretty disgusting.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
There you go. That works for me. Now, where's more rats? I saw something there, man. What's going on here? Oh, there's just a little click on. There you go. Oh, him. So they reset right here? Or some guy, always some guy with a shotgun. Or some bastard with a shotgun. Oh, this guy got a name on him. What is it? Oh, another guard. You little bastard. Come on. Roger the wall. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. That's dumb. Could do that too, you little bastard. Oh, yeah, let's... Hilarious. The wall's gotta come down, you know what I mean? Got no stamp. It's crazy. It'd be such a better game, man. Yeah, I'm checking everything. You better believe it. You better believe it.
It's locked, all right.
Okay, so then how do you get over there? You block me out completely. Gotcha. Nothing else missed over there.
Whitechapel.
You made it to Whitechapel?
This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Mm-hmm. First, yeah. You can't use none of your abilities because you don't want people to know what you are.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert, stop it!
I don't know if you can unlock. Nope.
It's locked.
Okay.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Oh, thanks a lot, you little bastard.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here.
No.
Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
What the freaking A?
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
This note was found on a dead man.
Think about it, bro.
If that doesn't change your mind, then you must be ready to face the risks.
You're all fancy words, none of which concern me. Go worry about someone else. I'm fine and I've a future here.
Goodbye, young man.
Me? I'll
Bastard.
die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Wasted your life away.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
He's gonna transform, huh? Werewolf.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name.
Nice.
Just Ben. Ben.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
That's your son.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just failed me last nerve.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar. A coward. Put me in a straight
Oh, wow.
jacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills.
Get out of that.
But the woman is a...
Really?
Worded.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail.
Yes, it
sir.
does.
Goodbye for now.
So Whitechapel is pretty much like at the hospital setting. People are not really attacking you, you know what I mean? Everything's kind of on the chill. I hear a rat. I'm thirsty.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually,
I am.
I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
That was the thing. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's what I was looking for. Coding, a little bit of coding.
Good evening.
No, she don't tell me nothing else yet.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Its effectiveness has been proven by
Good evening, Ben. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr.
Alright, he's still.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a...
Yes.
This elixir will give you faith
Oh, mija.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to
What's over here? The curfew's still there. Couple of rats would be nice. Okay. I'm just very curious what's going on over here.
Best be on your way. It's a leech! Kill it! Christ! He's dead! Filthy piece of shit!
Oh. Okay.
Die, vermin!
Quarantine contagious disease. Ooh. Lately with the coronavirus.
I cannot enter.
Lately with the coronavirus. And yeah, man, we know how that feels. Alright. Curfew. Here goes nothing.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Investigate Darcy Petrescu's actions. Alright, details. Blood loss. So he needs blood. Oh, he has bronchitis. Circle.
There's nobody here.
Alright, so there should be a safe house somewhere nearby.
I will return later.
Yes, but I want to be able to save. Nobody there because he's going over there.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
It's locked, all right. I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius.
Yep.
Nearby the church they just mentioned.
That guy being nearby? What's he got to say?
Welcome, sir. Please take a browse of my wares.
I love the haircut.
I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Yeah.
Your precious nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Right then. Show me what you have.
Oh, it's just junk, you know what I mean? What is this guy?
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson's son, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation.
Good storyline, man.
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Goodbye. Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in.
That was easy.
I'm Harry, by the way. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Hold on, let me rob you blind first. Hold on. I'll rob you blind. You don't understand? No, nothing's happening. It's a figment. It's a figment.
Even my dreams.
It's locked, all right.
Oh, I get it. So if I kill him, take the keys. Yep. Professional vampire collectibles. Vampires are real. Can't go through there. There's only one door. Alright, let's do this.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like...
Oh, you know.
Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Nice.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
You have a roof over your head, a place to call home. Many
Yeah,
people here are not as lucky, you know.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to revive you? Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling.
Ooh.
But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
No, she didn't.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed. Or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Why you became a hoe?
The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly, but it is not your concern, Doctor.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
This is Egghead.
Forgive my interruption.
Oh.
Do not apologize, my son.
Sorry, Father.
Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of a decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes.
Hold on, Ollie.
No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to...
Well, what do you... I have heard enough. Goodbye.
It's definitely that way, but she's cheap.
The walls of your home will not protect you.
What's up, Holmes?
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Hold on, baby. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt,
you got me.
Are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named
Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by.
You gotta love these names, man.
Never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
I served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too. An invisible and untold war is going on, and it must be stopped.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
No.
I'm convinced there is more at work here than a simple epidemic.
Really? To be honest, I could say the same. Some of the sick I saw or heard of. My God, what happened to them?
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Okay, it's on top here, but yeah, it always concerns me when I'm able to teleport, because that means something else is going on. Alright, so obviously it's right here. It is right here. Find Richard Nethercott. Find the mailbox and the letter. What? Okay, so it's right here. Right here somewhere. Well, why lets me come up here? There's nothing else up here. There's no death, mayhem, letters, nothing. Flower bouquet. Camellia. Quarantine. We did that already. Flower bouquet. And a flower bouquet here too.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the Penny Dreadfuls. But I mean no harm, truly. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. Very well. Goodbye then.
Okay, there it is.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Okay, you can't go through there, or can't, no? Yeah, because it's locked.
I cannot enter.
So you gotta come this way.
Leech spotted! Die, vermin!
We could have made the gameplay so much more, you know, so much more fun and smoother. And you see that crap? I mean, literally. Uh-oh. How did that instantly want to attack this guy? What's going on?
Stay back, beast! Back to the shadows!
He's got game, but I just wonder, you know, I really don't want to hurt him, but it's like, I don't know. You are no longer a part of the circle of life and death. We are undead, my friends. Wicked.
Over there! There's one of them! Back, demon! Back!
No stam, no stam, no stam.
Stay back, beast!
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
Well, bro, you're a vampire, so, can't go that way, so you have. There's no way. Oh, you guess right, you can't teleport in front of them. Wow, they make you go so far away and it's right there. You're a baby crying, what the heck? Join the ranks, your king needs you. What's up with that baby crying though? It's crazy, man.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor inquiring about the epidemic. May I come in?
A doctor, you say? No, thank you.
All right. I shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir.
Okay, how do you increase the whatever? Oh, I'm dead. Oh, yeah. Alright guys, I think I'll leave you guys on this one here. Really appreciate guys if you got to the end of the video. Please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed it guys. Take care. Bye.